film critic. I'm so excited to start telling people about it, which doesn't happen well.
Well, thank you. That's great.
Are you excited to start letting people that are going to be seeing this? Because you have to be proud of something like this.
I was excited about this movie from the beginning. When I read the script, the prospect of doing it. I had a great time shooting the film. It was, one of my favorite filming experiences that I've had, and absolutely, I'm excited about it. I think that it's a good action drama. I think it's really moving. I think it's a well-made film, and I think at the same time it's about something important, which is an exciting thing.
The first thing I have to ask is when I look at this and I see things that I have not seen before, but are journalists in this situation, are they just nuts?
Why do you say that? No, I don't think she's nuts.
No, not her in general, but to be there, to do what you do, to get the story that you want and risk your life and to go into a combat situation like that.
Certainly not something that everyone is cut out for. And it takes a huge amount of commitment and conviction, I would think. I found Maddie, her character, and a number of the women that I met when I was doing research for her, to be so impressive, such sort of whirlwinds of energy and goodwill and ambition in the best way.
Is that how you become Maddie? Is by doing and learning and or did you have you set in your mind who Maddie is?
When I first read the script, I wasn't sure. I went about reading and meeting with women who are journalists. I met with a few women who had been in Sierra Leone in 1999, doing stories on conflict diamonds, which was very useful to me, as you can imagine, and looked at images and read, and I wanted to capture this combination of someone who is incredibly bright, but also in no way a bookworm, and very much engaged in life.
Who determines the little parts of Maddie? There was a half moon on her finger.
I did.
Is that this? Why does Maddie? I want to know why she had that.
That's a secret.
But you obviously had to get that done every day, so that was your little step of getting into characters.
Yeah, there are a lot of things. All that stuff is, her jewelry and her clothes and her hair, and all that stuff is stuff that it is fun for me. I really enjoy, once I've figured out what I think is going on inside the character and how she got there and that kind of thing. That's sort of fun stuff, working with hair and makeup and wardrobe.
I love how all three characters intertwine, all come to the realization that they have to do whatever they have to do to get what they want. Mm-hmm. And to me, that was I think the focal point. And not that she would want to, that, because she's out there to actually, I can't give anything away. I guess I should just move on because, that's something you want to talk about it, but you also don't want to tell anything about the film itself. Now, what about, was that your first trip on location to where you went?
To Africa?
Yeah.
It was my first time filming in Africa. I had been to Africa before. I'd been to Kenya and I had been to Northern Africa, but I had never been to Southern Africa. And we filmed in the countries of South Africa and Mozambique, and I was also able to travel to Botswana on some time off, which was just... That whole experience was such a privilege being there. It was really made a huge impact on me and my family. My family was able to come as well. My favorite scene in the movie it was "Are You Going In" scene. Where she's given what she's looking for, the actual book, and the little thing. To me, I was that was such a powerful scene between. I think it was the most emotional, powerful scene of your in the movie. But how do you maintain that? Obviously you don't do that, something like that, once. Is that a well-rehearsed thing, or is that are you just working with Leo on that? Because both of you were kind of it was so real to me. So very kind, thank you. Well, he's really easy to work with. We talked about the scene. We didn't rehearse it that many times. We kind of talked about where we wanted to be and how we wanted to block it, and I think we ran through it once and then shot it a few times. And it was I had a really great working relationship with him, I have to say. I enjoyed it. Immensely. He's so talented and really one of the most generous actors I've worked with.
You were all amazing.
Thank you so much.
And I'm so